What is up, guys? We are back with a new video today. My name is Levi. I drive a RT Scatpack, and we're going to do a little review on this today. So to start with it, it's the third or second version away from the Hellcat. It goes V6, your standard V6, and then you're going to have your RT, and then your RT Plus, and then you're going to have the Scatpack, which is considered an RT, but I don't like to consider it an RT. Because it does have a 6.4 liter V8 engine, so it has the same engine as the SRT. So I consider it that step right below the Hellcat. You throw a fat supercharger in here, depending on the size, you can be faster than the Hellcat. So let's pop the engine and I'll show the engine real quick. So to start with my engine, the base right here, we have a 6.4 liter V8 engine, and then I have a Mopar intake that I installed maybe a few weeks ago. But yeah, let me get this leaf out of here, we'll clean the cars, but not only clean so much. Great engine. I love what SRT does with engines, Dodge. I've had 4 Challengers myself, I've had the V6, I've had the RT, and then I went onto the Scatpack, and I'm going to supercharge this and make it a great car. And I want to make it faster than Demon, It comes stock with 485 crank horsepower and around 430 to 440 wheel horsepower. I don't know for sure yet, I haven't dynoed it, but that's coming soon. But it's around there. So what stock wheels that come on that 392 and the Scatpack, they come stock with some fat 275s. It's not much, but it's a good stock base tire to start at. For the horsepower that this car is pushing, 275 will do the job, but so much horsepower with that little tire, I say little, take it with a grain of salt, but yeah, this much horsepower, it's going to wear those tires down real fast, so you need to get some drag radials. I suggest Mickey Thompson's. So to start on the inside, mine came with a very nice red suede and red door panels. Sorry, it's a little dirty. I cleaned it as best as I could. And it comes either with a Scatpack Super B badge right there or the RT badge. I picked the RT, even though I say that I hate when people call it an RT. And yeah, it has this really, really nice red leather right here and this red kind of plastic material right here. Very good. Very, very heavy door. There's a steel bar that runs through here. Got these windows that are almost, I'd say, a 1/4 inch that are just really, really thick, and they go up and down really slow, and that's one thing that I hate. So as you can see, it takes a while for this big window to go up and down, but you put up with it, so it's not that big of a deal. And another thing that I dislike about the Challengers and Dodge, that this turn signal is so cheap. It feels cheap. I don't know if it's cheap, it just feels cheap. I want it to be all one solid movement when it goes down. I want the satisfaction of that click, but I don't want it to feel like a Dollar Tree plastic. I don't want it to feel like that. Going up and down is really good. That's very firm. Now that we're deeper down on the inside, let's talk about some of the up close driver features that the driver's really going to notice. So aside from the turn signals and everything, the screen is quite big, but on the SRT it usually takes up this entire thing. So it's like a mini iPad, and it still does the job as a fully functional backup camera. It's pretty big. I find it really helpful to have this backup camera, but everybody has preferences. So it also has the sport mode. So when you press sport mode, it goes in and out of sport mode over here on the dash. So it's in sport mode right now. You'll know that it's in sport mode when this little green flag pops up. When it's not in sport mode, it'll just dissipate. So yeah. And I'm comparing this car a lot to the SRT because it's basically an SRT, same engine, same body style. The interior is just a little bit different. Usually the SRTs come with leather and the bigger screen that I was talking about. Yeah, the SRT comes with the bigger screen, leather interior. It has the racing steering wheel and bigger paddles. That's what I really can tell the difference between the SRT and the Scatpack. Yeah, and another thing that I like, a lot of the SRTs don't come with sunroofs, but the Scatpack comes with a really nice sunroof, and I love it so much. It really really just whenever it's like really hot outside and you want to just open the windows, blare some music, it's really good. In the SRT Challenger, it would have an SRT button right there, labeled SRT right there. But in the Scatpack, it has Super Track Pack. And then when you press that, you can activate launch mode, and you can pick which RPMs you want your car to launch at, and then you have drive mode set up. So you can pick if you want your paddle shifts on, if you want it in sport mode, and stuff like that. If you want your steering in sport, if you want your traction in sport. You know, another thing that I don't like though is that there's not like a track or like a valet in this, but you know, that all comes in the SRT. You can have a valet mode, which keeps it under like, I think like 150 horsepower or something like that. Like, it's really slow, but I really wish the Scatpack had that, but I guess that's what you get for your buck. And so yeah, if you go right here, you have radio, media, that's connecting everything, climate, and it comes with heated seats and a steering wheel heater. And when it's really cold, I live in Texas, so it doesn't really get that cold here, so I don't really find it that necessary. But yeah, you got all your apps right here. So you have your controls, which is what I just showed you, and then you have your driver vent, which you can control your vents and stuff like that. Media, I already showed you. You can dim your mirror too. So if you want to dim this because maybe it's too bright and you have a reflection, you can do that. You have really good navigation, view map, and everything like that. Shows your little car right there. So if you go back to the apps, you have all this. So right here, performance control. That's the same thing if you just were to press the Super Track Pack. So then we go back here, and then you can connect your phone to Bluetooth. It comes with its own Wi-Fi hotspot. Don't know what travel link, but there's your Wi-Fi hotspot. And then your settings, you can change the display of this and all that fun stuff. Yeah. So the back seat's very roomy for a muscle car to me. You know, I'm 6'4" and I can get back there comfortably. I have matte black quad tips, which don't really do anything. The quad tips are just for looks. Yeah, and then I have it straight piped from my resonators back. You know, I was gonna take my cats off, but I don't think I'm gonna do that until I tune it for my supercharger. So I'm just waiting for that.